You call social media as a terrorist organization when you fail to address the main issue we have in Nigeria. Recently, the Sultan of Sokoto came out to say that social media is a terrorist organization, and he was referring that there should be something that they need to do about social media. When we are talking about why, my question to all these our leaders, you're king, you're a leaders, a political elite, why is it that you guys fail to always address the issue at hand? You guys like to chase rats when your houses are on fire. What social media, we all know that it has both positive and negative influence. But the positive side in Nigeria, we thank God that this social media we have now now we have, through the social media, we are now beginning to expose the atrocity that is being done in Nigeria. Now, guys, let's watch this video together, and also watch this video of this young man who came to give VDM 24 hours, 28 hours to come and apologize to the Satan of Sokoto. Sudan of Sokoto. Now, let's watch this video together, and I will come back to throw light on more light on the video.
What happened has happened, and it's there written. You can't come and be through social media. So that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, put somebody in his comfort room and...
All right. Now, the reason why some of you see the video when the Satan of Sokoto, the Sudan of Sokoto, were saying that social media is a terrorist. Now, Fulanis has been unaliving people. More than 50 people were killed in Jos. In Jos, more than 50 people were killed. In Benue, they have been crying, and they are still crying. But there's no way that I have never heard or seen that the Sultan or Satan or Sokoto came out. The Sultan came out to publicly address the issue of insecurity. The only one tribe that is terrorizing full Nigeria is the Fulani, and this, which I believe the Sultan of Sokoto is a Fulani man. The major political elite are in the north, they are Fulani people. But I have never one day see he has publicly, the same way is talking about social media, publicly come out to address his people, because these Fulani that are causing chaos in Nigeria, they are his people. He have never one day come out to tell their people to stay in their own lane, allowed farmers, people to have peace, people to drink water and drop their cups in Nigeria. Now, the only tribe that have the monopoly to move from one bush to another to unalive people is the Fulani, where he also, the Sultan of Sokoto, also belonged to. Now he keep quiet. Instead of addressing the main issue on ground, he kept quiet. The other day in the north, instead of allowing students to go to school, and they started to, because of Ramadan, they keep the students to stay at home, both Christian and non-Christian, and force them to stay at home for more than 3 weeks. He never come out to debunk or to rather to address the issue, but he was quick enough to talk about social media. Why is it that our leader, they don't focus on the main issue, rather they begin to chase rats while they are, while our house on fire? Now let's watch this guy who was he was commanding VDM, giving VDM 28 hours to 48 hours to come outside to apologize, tender apology to the Satan of Sokoto, Sudan of Sokoto. Now let's watch the video, and I will also analyze it.
My name is Ambassador Abdul Dambature, the president of Northern Nigerian Youth. I want to quickly call the attention of a very bad man based on the comment he did against our father, our royal leaders, the Sultan of Sokoto. We want a very dark man should quickly withdraw his statement and apologize to the Sultan of Sokoto. And we, the Northern Nigerian, we are giving very dark man 48 hours for him to do that. Thank you very much.
The only regret that the Southern Nigeria will continue to regret is being in the same country with these Northern Nigerians. That is the only regret that the Southern Nigeria will forever regret. The biggest mistake that every Southern Nigeria has already has made in their life. The worst mistake is being in the same country with all these non-entities. Do you know that the illiteracy in the north are the setback we are facing in Nigeria now? The northern Nigeria, the high rate of illiteracy. That is why you see someone like this nitwit now coming out to publicly utter this rubbish from his gutter, the gutter he call his mouth. Now, you don't have the right to even come out to give VDM 48 hours or any hours you gave him to come and to tender apology to the Sultan, or rather the Satan or Sokoto or Sultan mistake. You don't have that right, because you have not been speaking of you so-called Arewa, you call Arewa youth president, who voted for you. I think the dumb people also voted for you. You don't have that right to come out publicly to tell VDM to apologize. Do you know why? Because you have not been speaking up over the killings in the north. I will check now. If you run background test on you find that you are a Fulani person, you are not be condemning the atrocity that is being done by a Fulani. No Southern Nigeria will leave south and go to the northern forest to talk or to unalive people anyhow. Nobody in Southern Nigeria will leave his or her own state to your north without living with people like a human being, or rather they will choose to stay in the forest and begin to cause chaos in that place, rape, do all sorts of things with those people they see there without respecting the tradition where in the land where they migrated to. You are so senseless that you don't know anything. The northern Nigeria is the reason for the backwardness we are facing in Nigeria. The southern, they are already here. Why the northern, they are down at zero level. The setback we are facing is caused by the northerners. That is why you see all these nonsense people, they will come outside to talk rubbish from the gutter they call their mouth. Why did the Sultan or Satan, Sultan or Sokoto why didn't he come out to address the issue we are facing in Nigeria? The lack of education that the northerners is facing. Why didn't he come outside? Rather, he can always speak about religion, but he cannot speak about the insecurity. Who will worship the religion if the Fulani unalive everybody in Nigeria? All of you, these northern people, you guys, you have to think, because the illiteracy in the north, is becoming disgraceful and shameful by the day. Day to day, we now see the reason to say that Aboki will always remember Aboki. Aboki and Sense, they are enemies. This is an example why we decide and say they are Aboki and Sense, they are enemies. Aboki can never make good friends with Sense, with brain. Rather, they are enemy to Sense. See, Mr. Man, I always say you have no right to give VDM 24 hours or 48 hours to tender apology, and you don't have that power. And one thing I would like the Southern to know, the Southern Nigeria to know, is that the worst mistake they are ever made in their whole history, and they will continue, we the Southern Nigeria will continue to regret, is being in the same space, in the same country with all these people that value cartos, that value religions more than human life, that value, illiteracy more than education, that value, primitiveness, more than exposure, that value, bush, forest, living in the forest, more than, development. That is the worst mistake that the Southern Nigeria, every Southern Nigeria will keep on regretting, and they will regret. Guys, see you in the comment section. Let's discuss on this issue on the comment section. Like and follow me for more video.